Yeah, at this point, Mark, we do have a couple of questions that have come through. Are we able to mix version 12 applications with some of the modules from Fusion applications? So, as an existing e-business suite user of version 12, can I start to take advantage of some of the modules coming through from Fusion?
Yeah, and the answer is yes, absolutely, and that is one of the key reasons for this architecture that they've put in place for Fusion. Oracle Application Integration Architecture, AIA, works today with Release 12, so that enables you to take your Release 12 APIs and services and integration points, make that available to the middleware, to SOA Suite, make it available as business services and business processes, and enables you to link that to other applications, whether it be Siebel, the current version, PeopleSoft. Fusion applications will fit in with that model. So you can, almost plug and play, take a module out from Siebel or Oracle E-Business Suite, take the Fusion equivalent, and have that working with your existing e-business suite implementation. And my view is that is exactly what everyone will do in adopting this. I don't think anyone will go big bang in taking, getting rid of their existing applications and taking the equivalent in Fusion. I think they'll be incrementing each module by module, bringing in more rich features of Fusion to work with their existing applications landscape.
Excellent, thank you. We do have a couple more questions. Has Fusion brought together the data models for AIA, SOA and BP and BI into a single enterprise-wide canonical model?
Yes, so the idea was that when they were actually designing Fusion, they would start with some of the best practice processes and data models that were within their existing applications. So, for instance, the party model from eBusiness Suite is used as the starting point for the new Fusion customer model. These now map onto all of the enterprise business objects that are in AIA and will enable you to use those models within all of the different tools, including the BI tools. But at this stage, that's just a logical representation of, in that example, your customer. That is implemented physically within Fusion applications, but it can also be implemented within things like master data management tools, whereby you can have a separate master view of your customer, and again, those will work with and integrate with and support these common models. So, the quick answer really is yes, the whole models are standardized now across all the different layers.
That's fantastic, thank you. Another question, we've spoken at length about a number of technologies, whether it be SOA, AIA, BPM, etc. From your experience, where would you recommend that a company start trying to get ready for Fusion applications?
Yeah, so obviously it's at the first glance, when you see all the new screen designs and all the layering of the architecture, it can be a very daunting process that you think you need to go through. However, each of these components can be used on their own, even with existing applications. And over the last 6 years, we've seen huge examples where an Oracle Forms application, for instance, is actually calling out to a business service, maybe written in Beeple, to orchestrate a number of steps within that, or is leveraging the rule engine, or is actually writing out real-time event sensors to a BAM tool. So over the past 6 years, we've seen very much a gradual approach of this technology, whereby organisations are, instead of letting all the processing that's in maybe existing forms application, trying to separate that out and implement it in business processes, business services, business rules in the middle tier. And we've seen quite proven approaches to that. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to be difficult for certain organisations who've got very heavyweight UI, very client-server based forms, where a lot of the logic is embedded within that, actually extracting that out and coming up with the new best practice for those processes and data is often a challenge. But customers have done that, and they have reaped huge benefits from that. That financial services company where I was showing the loan processing, I was showing you the original forms application and the new ADF and process centric. There were a number slowly started, coexisting their forms for their back office, ADF for their new broker portal, and then slowly, filling in the gaps and running it through. So I think, anyone who's got existing custom-built or Oracle apps, can do a lot worse than looking into where things like Beeple within SOA Suite, maybe the identity management tool, maybe some of the BI, how that can coexist and work with their existing applications, and that will help you then give you a stepping stone to replacing some of those modules with the new Fusion modules as and when you're ready.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much indeed.